Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I am going to be giving my list of the top 10 YouTube astrologers. In my opinion, I'm going to start at number 1. Many of you may have seen the video when I had the one about the best YouTube astrologer. Was Alyssa Sharp. Very knowledgeable, incorporates and injects a lot of humor into her videos. Very vivacious, very lively animated. The videos are very interesting and they're very original, and at the same time shows a lot of, they're very provocative and insightful. So, she shares a lot of profuse knowledge. She had said something about having Leo on the 4th house cusp, which I have, which I thought was interesting. Something about perhaps being an only child, and sure enough I was. And really there's just a lot of things she'll talk about that you don't really, that you may not know, regardless of how profuse your astrological knowledge is. So I am going to keep her number 1. Number 2, I'm going to put David Lawrence Palmer, aka the Leo King, number 2. His knowledge is profuse as well. He is very expansive, has a lot of positive energy. He does tremendous transits videos. He has great interaction with his fans. He does the retreats, which I think is awesome, and his response time is very quick. I would say whenever I had written him, he generally answered me really in relatively short time, despite the fact that I'm sure he's inundated with emails and letters from fans. So anyway, I'm going to have him at number 2. Number 3, I'm going to put Capiel Raj at number 3. Okay, even though it's Vedic, I don't follow Vedic, but very knowledgeable, very capricious, humorous. He's not overly serious in the videos. The great personality. His graphics in the videos are awesome, and I thought was awesome about him as well that he's basically, I mean, you don't really, he's stated there was something online about him being dyslexic, and still being able to do what he does in spite of all that, not letting that one hindrance overcome him, I think is amazing. And he's become really one of the more prolific YouTube astrologers. I'm going to put him at number 3. Now, Lada Duncheva, I believe she is Vedic. I'm not, but anyway, even so, she is very good at what she does. Obviously, she has over 100,000 subscribers. I like her at number 4. She has a wide divergence of videos and features a lot of prominent YouTube astrologers on her channel. It shows a lot of selflessness, that she's willing to put other people on there and share that limelight and notoriety with her and help those people get additional exposure. I think that's amazing. Her transit videos are very good, and I like her at the number 4 spot. Now, the number 5 spot, I'm going to put Patrick Arundel at number 5. Awesome monthly horoscopes. He had been, I believe, at least fairly recently, number 6 on the top 100 astrology blogs, according to feedspot.com. Very perspicacious, very clear with what he says. His channel is organized. He does weekly and monthly horoscope videos. I believe on his blog he does some daily ones as well. So I like Patrick Arundel at number 5. Number 6, I'm going to go with Chris Fleischer. He talks about obviously things pertaining to astrology that a lot of other people will not touch up on. He had some video about sensitive degrees, and he had featured some other astrologer on there, and they had talked about upcoming transits and how the sensitive degrees and those transits were important for this coming year. And I think he also was voted one of the top 10 astrologers in 2010, has done this obviously for a number of years. And he also, I know on that video, at least that sensitive degrees video, he showed some great artwork on that or there was a great picture, I thought, at least on that video. And so I will go with Chris Fleischer at the number 6 spot. Now, number 7. I'm going to take the Peace Dealer at number 7. His videos are very creative and ingenious, very original, and they're humorous at the same time. He had one about how the zodiac signs act when no one is looking. I mean, it's just very uproarious. And at the same time, he cuts right through the chase with people. I mean, about talking about people's signs. He doesn't... basically he tells it basically like it is with them, and not in a mean or way or anything or belligerent way, but he's very just says it in a very direct manner, what's going on and things pertaining to people's astrological placements. So and at the same time very informative, and of course he does those interviews with prominent YouTube astrologers, which I think is a very original side as well to somebody doing YouTube astrology. It is a very original idea, and I like that as well. So I put the Peace Dealer at number 7. So number 8. Well, number 8, I'm going to put Crystal Lynn, aka Cowgirl Astrologer. She was at number 96 on the top 100 astrology blogs according to feedspot.com. But I think she should actually have been ranked higher, but that's just my own personal opinion. Very humble, reticent, very self-effacing. She incorporates spirituality into the videos as well as having a lot of details. And I think she did superlative job on a recent video she did. It was called 2017 Astrological Predictions, the End of an Age and the Beginning of a New. It was an hour and 12 minutes long, and I mean, that duration amazes me because, you know me with my Gemini moon, I think about the longest astrology video probably was under 30 minutes. I mean, I have certain Taurus rising persistence, but I just don't seem to make the videos that extensive, and that would be maybe a challenge for me and something I may need to work on at some point. Maybe have a video that does go on for at least close to an hour and puts a lot of information on it and talk real in depth about an important subject. But anyway, I do like her at the number 8 position. And I mean, she, another thing too, number 9. I'm going to, as far as number 9 goes on here, well, I'm going to put Steve Judd at number 9. And Steve Judd, I mean, obviously he's very analytical, articulate. He also is one that kind of he can get to the heart of the matter on things, but he's very good, obviously, at what he does. He has obviously very profuse knowledge. A friend of mine had stated that she had her chart done by him and spotted apparently some eye problems she had in her horoscope. So he's one of those people that are very punctilious with the details of a chart and doesn't really miss a whole lot, and notices he's not going to miss too much in a person's natal chart, and does very good videos. He had one where I forget exactly what it was about, but I believe it was pertaining to something with Pisces or Neptune, and on the widget of the video it showed him with a blindfold over his eyes, and it just kind of basically showing the nature of Neptune and Pisces, that things could be very unclear and nebulous as far as things go. And when you wear a blindfold, of course, that would be a vast understatement. But anyway, last but not least, I'm at the number 10 position. I'm going to put Carolyn Mayberry at number 10. And she is one that shows a lot of profound insight. She states things in a way where where a lot of people would not, well, she notices things, I should say, pertain to astrology that a lot of people would not really be thinking about. And I'll give you an example. There was one video she had. where she was talking about something with Scorpio ascendant or Scorpio rising, and she had stated that a number of people she felt that had Scorpio rising had the sun in the 8th house, and I thought that was very interesting. That could be a very good point. Actually, I've known a number of people that actually have Scorpio rising in a Cancer sun, and the Cancer sun, and that often falls in the 8th house when you have that combination, of course. And so anyway, I think that was very very interesting, and she really she like I stated, she talks about certain things that you wouldn't that a lot of other astrologers may not talk about, or makes observations, astute observations a lot of other astrologers would not make. And her videos are also very good in terms of whether she has videos which could help out whether you're a novice at astrology, intermediate level, or even if you're advanced level. You know, no matter how proficient you are in astrology, her videos can be very beneficial even to those people that are very good at astrology. So anyway, and I'd also like to give some, that's my top 10 list, and also I'd like to give some honorable mentions. One to Brittany Taylor, Chris Strickland, Karen Lustrup, and Pisces Moon Goddess. So I just wanted to do this. And anyway, people, congratulations for being whoever you are, that people I mentioned that are on that top 10 list, and for making it. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment, and stay tuned next time where I will be continuing my series on the zodiac signs and their health. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.